For today's headlines, Senator Manny Pacquiao's ouster from PDP-Laban looms. Vax database encoding ordered hastened. Weaker peso this week seen. Total vaccine doses reached 20 million doses. Djokovic wins Wimbledon. Masbate bet wins Binibining Pilipinas International. 3.4 million peso shabu seized in Parañaque drug sting. VP Leni insists country facing crisis in education. Good morning, I am Sandy Locos and you are watching Tribune News on Q. Today is Monday, July 12, and now the news. After Senator Manny Pacquiao's faction expelled 3 officials from the ruling party PDP-Laban, he may soon be getting a dose of his own medicine. Pacquiao may be ousted as acting national president of the PDP-Laban during the party's upcoming National Assembly, as the political group is scheduled to hold its biennial elections next week. Lawyer Melvin Matibag, PDP-Laban's acting Secretary General who was among those who are expelled, confirmed to the Daily Tribune on Sunday that party members were slated to elect a new set of officers during the party meet on July 17. PDP-Laban officials only serve 2-year terms, and almost all current officers were only serving on hold over capacity, Matibag said. Pressed on whether Pacquiao would be removed from his post, he said it would be up to the body. But in a radio interview earlier, Matibag noted that a motion was raised on May 31 seeking to remove Pacquiao and Party Executive Director Ronald Munsayak from their respective posts. PDP-Laban Vice Chair Energy Secretary Alfonso Cusi did not immediately act on the motion and opted to refer it to the Ethics Committee with respect to the party's proceeds. Pacquiao's camp has yet to comment on Matibag's remark at press time. Malacanang on Sunday instructed local officials to speed up data encoding into the country's database system for COVID-19 job recipients so the government can fast-track the creation of uniform vaccination cards. Cabinet Secretary Carlo Nograles appealed to authorities to hasten the utilization of the system created by the Department of Information and Communications Technology amid the threat of emerging fake vaccination cards. Having a central database for immunized people, Nograles said, would make it convenient for local officials to verify the vaccination status since digital copies of the vaccination cards can be stored in smartphones. It can also be printed along with QR codes. Months after the government rolled out its vaccination program, the DICT launched an information management system that would be used by local government units in coordination with the Department of Health and the Department of Interior local government to list the information of those who received anti-coronavirus shots. Nograles said the system may be used by vaccine recipients when traveling abroad. He said the government has been coordinating with the World Health Organization to seek guidelines on the international verification system for COVID-19 vaccinations. The country's local unit, the peso, may continue to weaken this week, ending July 16, 2021, various private economists said over the weekend. Michael Enriquez, Chief Investment Officer at Sun Life Philippines, penciled a 49.80 to 50.20 range for the currency pair this week amid the significant correction in the US dollar. The recent moves was more an effect of the stronger US dollar brought about by higher oil prices. On the local front, the higher trade deficit figure with the higher imports have contributed to the weakness of the peso. According to Enriquez, The depreciation of the unit against the greenback was expected amid the gradual opening of the economy, and that could pose a better prospect for the local bourse, as such will become cheaper for foreign money to come in. Tribune News on Cube will be back after these reminders.
Iba ng panahon, dami ng bago ngayon. Pati ang mundo natin, well, nagbago na rin. Buti ang bayan, bigger, better na. You can buy it to centers, pati sa mga parties may online pa at app. You can buy it with your fingers, still don't remittance and more. Online shopping, you can buy it all. Di magpadala, you can buy it all. Anumang pera transaction, you can buy it all.
Sabayan ang pagbabago ng mundo for all your pera transactions, all new Bayad.
The Philippine government has received a total of 20,607,570 doses of vaccines as part of its effort to vaccinate Filipinos against COVID-19. Cabinet Secretary Nograles said that this include the 132,000 doses of Sputnik V and 2,028,000 doses of AstraZeneca, which arrived in the country last Thursday and Friday. This month, the government is expecting another 14 million doses. Nograles added that for August, the country is expecting to get at least 14 million doses of jabs, bringing the total vaccine supply to between 46 and 47 million. According to Nograles, despite a slight delay in the arrival of vaccines, the government is still confident that the target of vaccinating 70% of the population by November is still doable. In sports, Novak Djokovic won a record-equaling 20th Grand Slam title and 6th Wimbledon on Sunday, with a 4-set victory over Italian slugger Matteo Berrettini, with rival superstar Roger Federer hailing the achievement as a wonderful performance. The world number 1 triumphed 6-7, 6-4, 6-4, 6-3 to move level on 20 majors with Federer and Rafael Nadal. His win also put him 3/4 of the way to the first calendar Grand Slam of all 4 majors since 1969. A 6th victory at All England club for Djokovic, who was playing in his 30th final at the Slams, added to his 9 Australian Opens, 2 Roland Garros titles, as well as 3 US Opens. Should he win a 4th title in New York in September, he will become just the 3rd man in history after Don Budge and Rod Laver to complete the calendar Grand Slam. Despite the win, Djokovic said he's not sure if he would join the Olympics in August. Masbate bet Hannah Arnold was crowned Binibining Pilipinas International on Sunday during the coronation night held at the Araneta Coliseum. Arnold, who bested 33 other candidates representing cities and provinces in the country, will represent the Philippines in Miss International pageant slated late this year. Arnold also won the Jag Denim Queen Special Award. Meanwhile, Cavite's Samantha Alexandra Panlilio was crowned Binibining Pilipinas Grand International. Cinderella Fave Obenita of Cagayan de Oro, Misamis Oriental Bag Binibining Pilipinas Intercontinental, while Maureen Ann Montage of Batangas was named Binibining Pilipinas Globe. Gabriel Camille Basiano of Borongan Eastern Samar was first runner-up, while Valenzuela City's Magic Cruz got second runner-up. We will be back. Stay with us.
Viber is the free and secure way to connect with friends and family, anywhere. Send messages and make phone and video calls for free. Download Viber now.
Every time I'm on the road, I can expect high performance from Phoenix Fuels. Now with Pulse technology, delivers enhanced power and acceleration to make every trip come alive.
Hatch something big. The all-new Honda City hatchback with 4 seating modes. Utility mode, long mode, tall mode, refresh mode. The all-new City hatchback. Hatch more life.
Combined elements of Parañaque Police, Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, and the Criminal Investigation and Detection Group collared a group suspect in possession of 3.4 million worth of shabu during a buy-bust operation last Saturday. In a report received by the Office of Southern Police District, Director Brigadier General Jimmy Macaraeg, the suspect was identified as Nabel Sarip, 23, a resident of Parañaque. Sarip was arrested at about 3:10 p.m. in front of Raf Mansion Hotel located along Rojas Boulevard Service Road in Baclaran. Police conducted a week-long surveillance operation after receiving several complaints of the suspect's illegal activities. A poster buyer bought illegal drugs from the suspect that led to his arrest. The Philippine government should declare a crisis in education while attending to the needs of students and teachers hit by the pandemic, Vice President Leni said on Sunday. The statement came days after the World Bank apologized to the Philippine government over its report alleging Filipino students are poor learners in subjects like science and mathematics. Citing data purportedly from the Department of Education based on the scores of junior high school students in the National Achievement Test, Robredo claimed only 1% of grade 10 students have showed proficiency in science, English, and math. This, she said, should be a basis to declare a crisis in education so that the government could pay attention to the problems. Robredo also raised the biggest budget disparity when the biggest allocation of the budget went to the DPWH and not DepEd. In 2021 alone, the biggest disparity happened as DPWH got a 694 billion peso while DepEd got 557 billion pesos. And that wraps up the stories this morning. Catch the latest news on our website tribune.net.ph and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. The Daily Tribune is one with the nation in facing the COVID-19 crisis, and in line with this, the Daily Tribune digital edition on Press Reader is now available for free online. You can also download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store or Google Play to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune is also inviting everyone to join its community Viber Kachibu to get updates on the freshest and hottest news and entertainment stories of the day. Thirsty Toy emoticons are also available on our community Viber. Just visit the sticker store and search for Kachibu Community. And before we go, we would like to thank the SM Store, the Department of Tourism, Araneta Center, and Alan Lin, Council Member of Overseas Community Affairs, Republic of China. Again, this is Sandy Locus and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good morning and have a nice day.